everybody, and happy Monday. It is, Jesus, what is it? It's July 8th? Yes, it is July 8th. Everybody's doing well. Let's see. What are we doing today? Okay, so over the weekend, let me rewind my brain. Okay, so Friday, we had the numbers from the Labor Department, and it was exactly what most of us who've been looking for a job already knew. Except that now we have hard data saying that, hey, there is no job. You cannot go 600 plus job applications and get nothing with multiple degrees and certifications. Okay? So I pretty much spent this weekend just, I don't know. I think by Friday something's like snapped into my brain. And I told my friends, like, look, it's Friday night. Helldivers 2 has the new map. I just want to wreck things up on Helldivers 2. I was frustrated. And a lot of people feel frustrated. It's not just me. So imagine being told to do all the right stuff and then there's no pot at the end of the rainbow. So, yeah. So one thing that I did this weekend, which I was really happy about, is that we found a place that actually sells authentic Puerto Rican food. And let me tell you, I haven't eaten that stuff in like 15 years. And when I saw it, first of all, it was pricey, but let me tell you, it was delicious. And I forgot how heavy that food is. Like, I remember the delicious part, I just forgot the heavy part. I ate my meal. My fiance normally eats more than me. I ate my whole plate. Like, I went for broke, okay? I had no regrets. I had a grin on my face from side to side. I looked like I was pregnant, like 8 months pregnant. My stomach was out. I was like, yeah. I did not eat for 24 hours after that. I was so full. But I was so happy. I haven't been that happy in a while. And even my fiance says that, bro, she was glowing on Puerto Rican food. It's like a power source for her. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah, that was my highlight of the weekend, finding Puerto Rican food. But that also kind of led me to think of how I approach food. Because the problem that I've had all these years is that I've been doing smaller portions, but then I get hungry real fast. Like I'm doing what I should be doing, but it doesn't feel like it's enough calories. I ate this one meal and I did not crave anything until almost, and when I ate that at like 10 o'clock, and actually no, it was noon on Saturday, I didn't eat again until like 10 a.m. the next day. I didn't want to eat anything. I didn't want to drink anything. I was just good. I did not have cravings. So that kind of made me think, it's like, hey, maybe I should really try to do the one heavy meal and then do fasting for the rest of the day. So, yeah. So, again, I'm just rethinking some stuff here based on that experience. But all in all, it's a beautiful 71 degrees this morning. So it's a good time to go walking. I had a really heavy breakfast, and I'm hoping that I won't snack or do anything for the rest of the day until dinner. And even dinner, I probably just want to do something very small. But anyway, guys, let's meet up in the gym. So the good part is today's weather is gorgeous. It was like 71 when I went walking. I think it's like 75 right now. So perfect weather to go outside. You don't feel like you're dying. You don't feel like you're dehydrated. You don't feel like you're dying of a heat stroke. So that made the walk this morning extremely pleasurable. So let's take a look at what I have planned for myself today. So this is the golden oldie for now. So going back to lower body. So we got squats, kettlebell swings, kettlebell deadlifts. I'm going to try to do fast feet. My feet are still kind of hurting. Pole squat and wall sit. So that's pretty much what I wanted to do today. I want to see where I'm at. I'll try to find the older one for comparison, and then we'll go from there. my lower back started hurting. So some exercises I went up, and then like around the time I started doing squat pulls, I could feel my lower back like being really tense. So I paused, and what I did is I did my lower back massage exercise. So you see me shifting my lower leg left and right, because that helps rotate the hip. So it kind of reduces the knots in the area, and it just kind of like unwinds that whole area of my lower back. So I had to stop and then do that. So I did that for about 2 or 3 minutes in order for me to be able to get all that done. So let me show you what I did get completed. So here's what I got done. So there's improvements here. I did body weight, and the best part is I went past the 90-degree angle. And that was the objective today. I want to go as low as possible and past that 90-degree, and I think I did. I feel it. I feel that I did, that I went lower down, and I went back and I looked at the videos, and I did. Kettlebell swings, I did 3 sets of 15 with a 20-pounder. Kettlebell deadlifts, technically I put 20, it's actually 40 because it was 2 20-pound kettlebells. So 15 times 3, 40 pounds. And then right around here, pole squats, I managed to get to the second one, and I started feeling in my lower back, and I'm like, no, and that's when I did the back massage. Okay, so all in all, it's great. I see some improvements, and I see some place where I'm going back. The one thing I keep saying is I need to work on my eating. I need to work on my eating. I need to work on my eating. And it's been very difficult for me to, like I said, kind of calm my anxiety down. And the reason I could tell is like you keep seeing my cheek kind of keeps breaking out. That only appears when I'm under high stress. And I can't help that. I constantly, I keep my face clean. Like I do water washing. I make sure the oil is off and all that stuff. I don't touch my face very much, and I still break out like if I was like a teenager. It could be the hormonal thing because I am 40. So if you see my face with pimples, it's that I'm physically showing signs of my stress on my face. It's not that, I don't wash my face from dirty. Because some people automatically assume that you're dirty. It's like, no. That's just hormonal, dude. It just happens to a lot of us. So technically, what they say, premenopause is like your second freaking teenage years. Yeah, it's not fun. So, but all in all, again, this weekend gave me a lot to think about. I survived almost 24 hours fasting, which I've never been able to do that before. I was bodybuilding in my 30s, and I was not able to do that because I was eating a lot of salads. So the fact that I was able to do it for once and not feel uncomfortable, not crave any food, that kind of really hit on the back of my head that I might be able to do something along the same lines that I did with the Puerto Rican food. Obviously not Puerto Rican food, because Puerto Rican food is delicious and I love it. I love it. I grew up with that stuff, but I love my food, but it's going to kill me. I can't keep eating like that. So I need to find an alternate way to be able to eat that caloric dense, so it keeps my cravings down and be able to do 24-hour fasting. So maybe that might be a new route that I might want to go into, because y'all see me. I'm working out. I'm trying. My fiance, there's candy all over the house. I don't really eat the candy. When I make pizza, he eats most of it. So it's something else. I just gotta figure out what works for this new 40-year-old body, because the stuff that worked for my 30-year-old body, my 20-year-old body does not work. And I'll be honest, they say just work out. Okay, I spent about an hour, working out, and even when I'm not filming, I'm still constantly actively on my feet, clean, do whatever I need to do. I can't work out for 4 or 5 hours a day. I already have injuries. If I do that, it's just unrealistic. So it literally comes down to just diet and intake. And I just gotta figure out what works for this body. So, but anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.